Shanice Walker is well normed second in the 200 indoors. In lane number 4.
And she's out well. Yep. Walker is out very well. Here comes
Walker.
Braylon Baker of Duke in lane 6. Walker and Baker in that order.
Baker takes the lead here. Walker is in second. It will be Braylon Baker of Duke.
Baker Clemson at 21 flat too. So we got 4 athletes right around 21 flat or quicker.
Watch Lippert as well on the outside for Cal. Number 2 in Cal's indoor 4x4 relay team all time.
But it is Virginia Tech 1-2, and now Clemson. Johnson.
Yep.
Johnson moving into
South
second.
Carolina. It's going to be Diaby.
Diaby and Johnson 1-2. And Heat and number 1.
You remember that storyline. Tillman was 6th last year in Atlanta.
The Pittsburgh outfit out 1-7. It's Thomas McDonough.
Tillman.
There's Tillman. And to his inside, that's Joseph Taylor. Joseph Taylor and Tillman. Tillman wins. Taylor second.
A.J. Tillman will take that heat at 20.66.
And the freshman Taylor 20.69. But this should be a good showdown in terms of seeing where people are early in the meet. A lot of these girls will come back in the second event, either the 1500 or on a relay.
Cheptegei, if you recall, the ACC Freshman of the Year cross country, indoor and outdoor, just the second in ACC history to accomplish that feat for Cheptegei. She's back in indoors.
She's a star, no doubt about it. And 2 Kenyans right in this heat for Clemson. Florida State leading early. That is Brooke Mullins, the senior for the Seminoles. And now for Stanford moving up is Julia Flynn. Flynn's run 4:17, one of the better times in this heat.
Slow getting off, Norm, for Mullins headlining from Queensborough, Australia. Transfer coming from Drake.
They're not fast so far. 55.75 at 300 meters. Often in 1500 heats, they'll play it cool early on, and then things will pick up about 500 meters out. Top 2 qualifiers plus the next 4 will qualify for the final.
Mullins setting the pace. You see behind Molly Hudson of Boston College.
75 seconds at 400 meters, so right around 5-minute mile pace. Very, very gentle for this group of athletes.
We've spoken in the past to Pete Watson how integral that competitor Molly Hudson is. Her racing. Around a 4:18 at the Duke Twilight for Molly Hudson. Julia Flynn as well for Stanford, who was 2-time NCAA West cross-country team champion in 22 and 23. Flynn as well going to the top with Jalego of Clemson.
Molly Hudson at BC, one of the only events the Eagles are supposed to score in this meet. So pretty important to Coach Watson that she has a good qualifying effort here. And Bush now moving into second.
Like her positioning here.
Again, Bush with 800-meter speed, 5,000-meter strength, now in the 1500.
Last year, Norm, this was won by Margot Appleton, who we'll see in heat number 4.
Yeah, Appleton will be doing that 1500, 5,000 double.
Cheptegei finished second last year. Seuss Altor for Florida State was third. So we got the runner-up in this heat.
Picked it up slightly that second heat, went through the 800 in 228.5, so that was a 75 and a 73.5. And now it looks like they're picking it up a little further, but still a lot of people bunched together.
Jalego still out in front.
Jalego, Bush, and Mullins. 1, 2, 3. With Julia Flynn on the inside for Stanford.
Mullins ran a 16:03 flat at the Penn Relays in the 1500. She's on the outside. See Hudson, left side of your screen.
Hudson's move up. She's going to be in. Yes, she is. I like the two Clemson runners in this, and Bush.
Here we go at the bell.
3:18 or so at the bell.
Jalego holding on to that inside. Bush, good positioning to her right.
Coming up on 1,200 meters. Here comes Bush now with less than 300 to go. 3:34. That was a 66 last 400. So they go 75, 73, 66. And now they're starting to sprint.
Here comes Shepnagenich on this backstretch. See how she handles the curve.
Shepnagenich is going to have to go wide.
Yep. We're still out in front.
Mullins still in
second. Mullins trying to hold on third. She will not. It will be Shepnagenich moving into third.
Bush looking in good position with the two Clemson girls on either side. It's a Bush sandwich.
Shepnagenich going to go to the outside of Bush. Jalego still out in front.
Bush going to her arms.
Shepnagenich try to catch her. Jalego still out in front. Bush taking second, and it will be Clemson going 1-3. Sylvia Jalego will take that first heat. 4:20.92. Bush
7:00 for Jordan this year.
Jordan coming from Salt Lake City, the 5th best ACC time. At 3:37 at the Duke Twilight, the 18th best mark in the country. He is the top freshman time out of all the ACC competitors in this event.
Ethan Coleman of Virginia Tech taking the lead. He's a junior for the Hokies. It's just outstanding, the quality of the mile and the 1,500 meter runners here in the ACC.
Jordan Coleman out there for Virginia Tech, number 4 all-time in that Tech DMR indoor team, where he is the leadoff.
44 seconds at 300 meters. That shows they're going to be under 60-second pace at the 400, probably more like 59, 58. Jordan in the lead for Wake.
Nike Cross Nationals champion for Jordan back in 2023. Forrest going 1-2 out in front. Paul Specht also joining the mix too. Germany.
Paul Specht, a junior for Wake. He's been a big contributor for the Deacs for 3+ years now. A couple Hokies also up in there. We have a total of 3 Virginia Tech athletes in this heat.
Coleman in third. We also see Simpson on the outside for Pitt.
2 weeks ago, Simpson ran an excellent 1,500 up in Princeton. He's there to call that one.
100 to go.
At 3:43.
And that quarter, 61-38.
See Wake out in front with Jordan and Specht.
Simpson had a particularly good kick 2 weeks ago at Princeton, and he's going to need one now. He's sitting in 4th.
Leader through at 146 flat at 700.
2 flat, 0.5 at 800 meters. So just a shade above 4-minute mile pace. That probably means they're going to really run well in the last 600 meters or so, which they just passed. 600 to go.
Specht for the second at the Duke Invitational. He's out in front. Jordan in second right now.
Will Daly of Virginia into third. Daly, a junior for the Cavs. And now for Duke, it's Jack Stanley. Again, fresh off his school record about 10 days ago for Duke. Wake 1-2, Virginia third, and Duke Stanley in 4th. Bell lap 2:45.
Wake's going to be 1-2.
Still out in front, Norm.
58-97.
By Jordan.
59-14.
Coleman.
Quarters. You know, 2:45-11 and 2:45.
Daly up there as well.
300
Daly
meters
in
to go.
third.
Again, like the first heat, we're going to have a bunch of guys under a 4-minute mile equivalent here at 1,500 meters. But Wake 1-2, trying to get those 2 auto birds.
Specht and Jordan, side by side. Daly right behind her. Stanley in 4th. Coleman in 5th for Virginia Tech.
Coming up to the
Last
final 100.
Yep. This Specht, here comes Daly. Daly for Virginia, and Speck takes a look at him. Daly outkick him here towards the end. Daly and Speck are going to be your automatic
Stanley will
qualifiers.
get third. Wow, another really good close. The bubble was 3:41.78, which is exactly 3:40.
Brings in the 6th best ACC time coming in, Norm.
Actually, I'm also shorting Dalen Ackley of Notre Dame. He's run 3:39.87. So 3 guys sub 3:40 in this heat. And the bubble is 3:41.78. So you got potentially 3 guys that could still knock out other people.
Yeah, Ackley was a big storyline that we called in Louisville. He won the mile.
Yep.
At indoors.
It seems like so long.
I think he was the first Notre Dame guy to win the mile, right?
Yes. But Virginia Tech 1-2 early with Ackley on the outside. Yes, just seeing Ackley brings back those memories from Boston College. 43 high at 300 meters, slightly faster than the last two. 44-17 officially for William Winter and Tech. Idamar of Virginia Tech right with them. Ackley and Notre Dame, and then Justin Preetry of California running 4th.
Went to Richmond, Michigan.
Petry's a sophomore for the Bears. 60 seconds at 400 meters, right at that 4-minute mile pace. 4 minutes isn't going to get you in this final. You're going to have to run faster than that.
Preetry was a 2024 Canadian under-20 1500 champion. We're watching in this 1500. This is heat number 3.
You can remember that race that Ackley of Notre Dame won. It was a slow pace, and he kicked like crazy. So perhaps he has the confidence to do it again. You see 3 Notre Dame guys right together on the outside there. Moving up for Notre Dame is Michael Danzig. Ackley, though, into the lead, so he doesn't maybe wait as long as we thought. There's still 800 meters to go. 700-meter split for Ackley, 148.97. They slowed down on that last lap. Coming up on the coming up on the 800, actually in 2:04, so they slowed down. 64-second last lap.
You got Drew Griffith as well from Butler, Pennsylvania. He broke the indoor 2-mile record in high school. With Ackley right now.
Drew Griffith of Notre Dame in the lead. In 3rd for Florida State, that's Zachary Cloud. Zachary Cloud, a senior for the Noles. I don't think he's been here for 4 years. I think he's a new addition to Florida State. And he's in position right now. He looks really good. Zachary Cloud of Florida State takes the lead with 1 to go.
The ballot is Cloud from St. Cloud, Florida, and St. Cloud High School as well. The DMR and the 3K at ACC indoors. With the Seminoles, Ackley's in 2nd. Young is in 3rd for Stanford, who takes a look behind him.
They really have to fly to get the last time qualifier. They need to run 53 seconds or faster. Ackley showing what he did indoors on this last lap, but Cloud of Florida State now drops back, and it is our boy Leo Young of Stanford in 2nd. Leo Young looking around. He knows top 2 makes it. He keeps looking back to make sure he's protecting his position.
In the last 100 here for Ackley and Young.
Young really running with savvy. He just keeps looking around. He goes, I'm 2nd, I'm good, baby.
Ackley and Young is your AQs into Saturday's 1500 final.